Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Monday, April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. Or is it? Still knows. Anyway, so through a solitary ray of light, a shadowy figure appears in the tranquil darkness. Eldris, you speak with hesitation. I have long distanced myself from your world. You, little critter, show great courage. Venturing to seek the wise owl, what makes you deserving to share words with me? Your bravery intrigues me. Perhaps I shall entertain this rare encounter. If you can survive my riddles, I shall grant you an audience. All right, so in a low and scratchy voice, Eldris poses you the following 3 riddles. Consider your answers wisely. Once you have your guesses, check against the solution at the bottom of the page. For each riddle you do not answer correctly, you begin to writhe in immense pain as loud gong sounds echo in your head at the incorrect answer and reduce your health by 1. Well, we have plenty of health to survive this, even if I get all of them wrong. But here we go. Today is a riddle day. Riddle 1, light as a whisper, but not merely air. A trace of the sky with beauty rare. In the wind I may drift or tether, an artist's quill or a bird's warm weather. I bring flight but never fly, always high but not in the sky. What am I? So, by the way, the answers are right here upside down, so I'm not looking at those. Not merely air, trace of sky, beauty rare, in the wind that may drift. It sounds like that is a feather. Light, not air, a trace of the sky, beautiful, in the wind it drifts, an artist's quill, they use a feather, or a bird's warm weather, so it keeps a bird warm. Brings flight, but never flies on their own. Always high, but not in the sky. Well, that's interesting. I'm still gonna go with feather. All right, I'll write that down. Feather. All right, riddle 2. In many a creature, you'll find me within. Strong and steadfast under fur, feather, or skin. Structure in silence, no voice of my own, yet without me no movement is shown. Not seen, not heard, but always known. What am I that's never alone? Within, strong, steadfast, under fur, structure in silence, no voice of my own. Yet without me no movement is shown. Not seen nor heard, but always known. What am I that's never alone? I was thinking maybe an organ, but bones sound a little more correct. By the way, if you figured it out before me, note it in the comments. I'm curious. So, or if I don't figure it out at all. But always known. What am I that's never alone? In many a creature you'll find me within. I'm also wondering if this is maybe, say, courage or something not actually physical. But I think I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go with bones. I don't want to bore you with me just thinking. So I'm going to go with bones just mostly because you don't find those alone. It could also be muscle. Anyway, okay. Riddle 3. I creep upon you quiet as a whisper. No foe, no friend, just a constant visitor. I'm felt in places and in slums, only sated by what to the mouth comes. Neither seen nor touched, but always under. What am I that gnaws like thunder? And I would think that's probably hunger. Neither seen nor touched, but always under. What am I that gnaws? I'm gonna call that hunger. It's in palaces, in slums, constant visitor, creep upon you quite. Yeah, I'm gonna say hunger. Oops, hunger. I can spell. It's okay. Okay, so let's see. First one, riddle 1 is a feather. All right, riddle 2, bones or muscles. Wow, I was right on both of my guesses. I'm shocked. I did not think that I was correct. And riddle 3, hunger. I got all 3 of those right. Nice, no health loss today. I'm actually, like I said, I'm very shocked that number 2 is correct. All right, well, that is all for today. So hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd. You desire to know about the guardians of the forest, do you? To restore your precious tree? I can tell you what I recall, however, I am unsure if they are still alive. You see, once they stopped warring amongst themselves and created the Tree of Seasons, they were no longer needed, and so they vanished and haven't been seen since. So it looks like we are just reading this. The owl, that doesn't look like an owl. Interesting. As the owl divulges the location of the guardians, he lets out a solemn hoot. Seek the guardians you shall, but heed this advice. The path to them is perilous, and their trust is not easily earned. Prove your worth and noble intentions by aiding those in need along your way. Only then will the guardians consider revealing themselves to you. Nagaya, the serpent guardian of the white sands of stability, would sooner eat you than hear your pleas. The viper's sanctum, a concealed paradise, levitates atop the arid sands, shrouded in enigma. I imagine that's there. Karkinos, the crustacean, guarding the crystal the crystal waters of clarity, will crush you in its claws. In the inundated river's delta, the crustacean dwells within an obscured sanctuary of silt, interred beneath the aquatic veil, which that would be right here as well. Interesting that there are hexagons for the water there. Aurelia, the phoenix guardian of the golden drops of divinity, is likely to take pity on your plight. The bird of fire slumbers at the zenith of the towering pinnacle, a realm where the breath of the heavens comes to a still. Imagine that would be there. That would make sense. A phoenix in the mountains. Thornheart, the twisted deer guardian guarding the seed of life, might be sympathetic to your cause if you can again prove your worth. The grotesque stag answers a call in the shadow-draped forest amidst a glade of skeletal timbers devoid of life. And that'll be in that forest. All right, so just some information gathering today. Syl is very interested. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, April 3rd. Wow, this was fun, little one. I can no longer hide and pretend to be the peaceful owl I once was. These years of solitude in the woods have changed me. The instincts I once suppressed now rise uncontrollably, and you, my dear, look like a delectable morsel. Eldris rises from his nest, stepping into the light as you behold his familiar features. He is the very monster that haunts the lost woods in the dead of night. Oh boy. So he's the one that was following us through the woods that one day. And now we have combat. So, We have to keep going until we get 20 damage on him. All right, well, here we go. D20 for attack. We have a 7 plus 4 is 11. Oh, excuse me. This is a wisdom roll first, because if we are frightened, we have to take, we basically have disadvantage. The lower of 2 attack rolls. So that is an 8, and 11 is the wisdom that we need, so we have disadvantage. So 2 attack rolls, that's a 7. So 11, that one already misses, so no reason to roll again. And so in that case, we need to roll defense. And that is 11 plus 5 is 16. So let's see, if your defense roll is equal to or less than. So it appears on a successful defense, we don't take any damage. So that's kind of nice. All right, oh, here we go. Wisdom roll. 13. All right, we passed that. And we have an attack roll. That is 11 plus 4 is 15. That is successful. And we need our D12. Where is it? Here it is. D12. That's 5 plus 1 is 6 damage. Now I'm thinking let's just go ahead and add to our damage roll. I got this fun new die with a little eyeball in it that stays up. So I'm going to use that. We got a 2 on that. So that's 6 plus 2 is 8. So we have 8 of the 12 or of the 20 damage that we need so far. And now let's go again. Wisdom roll 1. Okay, we are going to have to make 2 attack rolls. 15 plus 4 is 19. Hopefully this one is, hey, 15 plus 4 is 19 again. So that wasn't a problem. And we are going to do a damage roll yet again. That is 7 plus 1 is 8. So we have now done a total of 16 damage. Now we're at wisdom again. 19, hey, not too bad. And attack roll is 7 plus 4 is 13. I can't do math today. Is 11. We only need 1 more to hit, so I'm actually going to use the other surge for, oh, excuse me. That does not work for attack, so never mind. So we miss. Okay, then we're gonna roll defense. 7 plus 5 is math, 12. It's too early for math today. 12, so equal to or less than the enemy's attack, reduce your health. Okay, so we have to lose 1d4 health. Oh, 4 health on that. Okay, so I'm just gonna make tally marks and we'll do the entirety at the end of combat. Okay, wisdom roll again. That is an 8, 9. So, oh boy. 13 plus 4 for attack, that's 17. And we have to roll it again. 12 plus 4 is 16. So we are good on that. We get to do some damage again. And I missed. All right, 7 plus 1 is 8. 16 plus 8 is 24. He is defeated. Okay. So, repeat combat until you die or opponent is defeated. Once you've dealt enough damage to Eldris, he retreats momentarily, screeching loudly and ruffling his feathers in an attempt to compose himself before attacking once more. Seize this opportunity to escape while you still can. All right, so first of all, we need to take 4 damage. So 11 minus 4 is 7. I think we're gonna have to do some gaining health here. And you know what? Today I completely forgot about them. And I could have used him for one of those, but that's all right. Okay. Health potion. Let's use a health potion or 2. Actually, you know what? 7 health. Let's see what tomorrow brings us first. Okay, collect D10 amber for defeating the enemy. That is 0, which is actually a 10, which is awesome. So we got 10 amber for that. Because on a D10, in case you don't know, on a D10, some of them are numbered for percentile dice. So that if you get a 10 and a 0, that's 10. 50 and a 0, that's also 50. Because if they put a 10 on here, then it would look like 60, and that would be a little weird. The only time that is odd is when you get a double 0 and like a 2, that's 2. But if you get a double 0 and a 0, that's 100. Anyway, most of you probably already knew that. Okay, well, that is all. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, April 4th. With Eldris distracted, now is your chance to escape. In the fight, a stack of large crates was knocked over and now blocks the colossal stairs to the bottom floor. You need to find another way out. So, here we are at the X, and we need to just go around and look at stuff. And I like to look at pretty much everything in these because there's often something hidden. So let's go over and look at the 3 first. A pile of broken glass is scattered across the floor. Roll dexterity. And we have a +2. That is 19. 11 or more. You carefully tiptoe, avoiding the shards of glass and discovering 1 amber. All right, well, hopefully we get more, so I'm just gonna put tally marks up here. All right, from there, let's go over here to number 4. The wood base of a support beam cracks and splinters. It begins to fall on top of you. Roll dexterity again. Reminder, danger sense. So we have a +6 on this roll. That is a 12. 6 + 6 is 12. That was 4. If the result is between 7 and 13, you manage to dodge most of the falling debris, escaping with a minor scratches. Reduce your health by 1. All right, well, I guess I'll put health tallies in the middle here. Okay, moving on to number 2. A large hole in the wooden floor, you can see it right there, is open to the floor below. A rope is already tied to a post and dangles for you to climb down. You may stop now or continue to explore before returning here to descend to the floor below. Okay, we're going to continue exploring first. So we're gonna go over to number 1 here. An unusually large pile of hay and straw covers the floor and will prove difficult to traverse. Roll Constitution, reminder, athlete. And Constitution, we have a +1 and a +2, so that's +3 for Constitution. That is a 15, and that was 1. That is 11 or more. You make your way through the haystacks and discover 2 meal rations. Okay, well, I guess I will put meal rations over here then. Okay, and finally we have 5. You find another set of chambers with more rusted locks. You try to get past each lock in hopes of finding more of the lost travelers. So we have dexterity or strength. Obviously we're gonna go with strength. And reminder, locksmith. We don't have locksmith, so we're going with strength. So we have a +4 initially. There's a 19 +4. We're good on this first lock. You unlock the door. Inside, you find a critter from the group of travelers you helped earlier. Reduce the number of lost travelers by 1. Well, I mean, we're already at 0, so I'm going to put it at -1, just because. Because if we found an extra person, then if we lose 1 later, then it would be 0, right? Right? Right. Okay, the second locked door. We have a 9 +4 is going to be 13. That is 11 or more. You unlock the door and find an already dead critter and 1 amber. All right, so we got a second amber here. And our third locked door. Strength 4 plus 4 is 8. I'm going to use Royal Might and re-roll a strength roll and take the new result. 3. Okay, so we were unable to. The lock is too broken and old. Okay, so we didn't get that last one, but we got 2 more amber. So we now have 30 amber. And where is it? -1 health. That takes us down to 6. And 2 more meal rations. And so that brings us up to 8. Okay. And then we have to go back to area 2 and climb down the hole. So we have strength, reminder, athlete, so we have a +6 to get down the hole. I rolled a 1. Okay. You slip on the rope and plummet to the hardwood floor below. Reduce your health by 1. A hole in the wall nearby is large enough for you to escape to the outside. Okay, well, so we're down to 5 health. And that is all. All right, well, thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, April 5th. You make your way toward the exit. A soft chirping sound catches your attention. Glancing over, you spot a small nest of young owls. Though much smaller than Eldris, these hatchlings are not to be underestimated and seem to be hungry. They eye you with a hint of aggression, stumbling out of the nest toward you. Oh boy. And so we have 2 options, and then we have to fight the hatchlings. So we can be ruthless and attack, or show mercy and defend yourself. And I think Syl, being a light seeker, kind of the paladin type, she'd probably show mercy and defend herself. I mean, she's kind of a defender anyway. So let's do that. While you have every right to defend yourself against their attack, you hesitate to take the lives of these young creatures. Instead, you prioritize defensive actions, hoping to avoid harm, while also considering their potential to learn a more moral path in the future. So, oh boy, we have a -2 penalty to attack and damage rolls, but we gain a +4 bonus to defense. We have a +9 to defense, which means basically, since their attack is 11, we pretty much auto-defend on every single one of these. But let's find out, because we now have to fight the hatchlings. So, attack roll. +4, 2 + 4, that is a 6 -2. Excuse me, so that's actually a +2 because of the -2. So we have a 4 here, so we miss miserably. And then we're going to defend, and that is a 12 + 9, easily defend. And when we defend, that's 0 damage. And that's true for all 3 of these. So, attack roll. 14 + 2 is 16, so we do hit this one. And where did my D12 go? There it is. So we are doing, wow, 11, 12 damage -2, so that's 10 damage, and this one is dead. Oh, I keep forgetting to read this. That first hatchling flaps its wings to disorient and intimidate you. All right, back to the third one. We have an attack roll of 15. Again, +2 is 17. We definitely hit that one. And we have a 9 + 1 -2. That is 8. That is also enough. So, seizing the moment when the fighting subsides, you swiftly dart away from the battle. If you clipped one enemy, collect 1 amber. Note down clipped 1 hatchling for future reference. And so we clipped, I guess, 2 enemies. So we collect 1d4 amber. Let me use my new cool one. That is, hey, we got 4 amber out of that. So 34 we are up to now. And note down clipped 2 hatchlings. So we are going to write that here. hatchlings. Clipped 2 hatchlings. All right. Well, that is all. So, there we go. Well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, April 6th, or Sunday, April 7th. Just as you believe you've made it to safety outside the barn, Eldris swoops down from the skies, screeching furiously, and launches a relentless attack with its razor-sharp talons. With the growing light, the nocturnal owl hesitates to land and attack directly, finding it challenging to see in the increased brightness. So, we have to first create a distraction. Now, this says, if you have clipped 2 hatchlings written down from earlier, which we do, the owl's anger at you clipping the hatchling's wings fuels its ferocious attacks, driving it to strike with increased intensity. Take a -2 penalty to all rolls on this page. Oh boy. So first we're creating a distraction, which is intellect, and we have a +1, which means we actually have a -1 from the -2 penalty. So here we go. Intellect, -1. That is a natural 20. That's awesome. Which is a 19 with a -1. So the result is 14 or more. Your distraction works brilliantly, completely diverting the owl's attention for this one attack. Okay, so then we have to appear threatening. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if this was meant to be a choose one of them rather than a do these in order, but we're going to do them in order anyway. Oh no, I see. They each have a reduce your health, so never mind. Okay, appear threatening. So this is strength and intimidating, so we have a total of +6, which is and then -2 from that, so +4 to this strength roll, and potentially a reroll if necessary. And that is not necessary because this is well over 20. 18 + 4 is 22. Result is 14 or more. Your display of strength and ferocity causes the owl to stop its immediate attack. So then we have flee from the owl. Roll Constitution plus athlete. So we have Constitution is +1, +2, so that's a total of +1 after the -2. And we got another natural 20. Nice. So the result is 14 or more. You sprint away from the owl, increasing the distance between you and it so it cannot attack you further. And that is all. So, thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you have a good weekend. I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Monday, April 8th. Once more, the magic of the Lost Woods has led you astray. During the day, there is no threat of Eldris hunting you, giving you the opportunity to follow the same path that worked before or to pick a new path. You can choose to follow the mountains or the coastline to find the road. So we can follow the mountain range, which looks to be the longer route, or follow the coastline. And it is a wisdom roll, which is not very good for us and survivalist, and we don't have survivalist either. So this is just going to be a straight D20, whatever it comes out with. And since we don't have to worry about the owl attacking us, the coastline didn't work out all that great before because the owl attacked us the whole time. But this time that's not a problem, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's follow the coastline again. So we have a wisdom roll. That is a 14, just a straight 14. And we follow the coastline. The peaceful sound of lapping waves lures you toward the coastline. The scent of the sea promising an adventurous journey. And we got a 14 or more. So you find a cove along the shore that is plentiful in fish to eat. Very nice. And then this says, as you travel, you encounter a group of spiders in a standoff with some beetles. The small bugs seem to be in desperate need of help. So we have a charisma roll with bug tamer. We are not a bug tamer, although Do we have Bug Tamer over here? We do. Let's see. You know what? Let's go for it. So, haven't used the cards in a little while, so we get one shuffle and a cut, and we're going to get, we have a 9 of hearts. And so yes, we got Bug Tamer. Nice. It's just hearts on this particular one, and it's not a face card, so there's no damage to the archer. And so we have Bug Tamer. So we got a +2 to this roll, which is great because charisma, we have 0 bonus for charisma. So we have a +2 for this roll. And I don't think I have anything else charisma-wise. So yeah, let's just go for it. 18 plus 2 is 20. So with a result of 11 or more, with gentle words and soothing gestures, you manage to calm the situation. The bugs disperse, and in their absence, you find they were fighting over a shiny piece of amber. Gain 1 amber. So we have 35 amber. And that is all. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow. This was fun. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Tuesday, April 9th. Crossroad Canopy Tavern and Inn. You arrive at the Crossroad Canopy Tavern and Inn, situated just outside of Harken Run. Inside, you discover the grateful travelers you rescued in the forest, savoring a delightful meal. They warmly invite you to join them, offering you to join the feast and take a well-deserved rest. Well, that's awesome because we are in need of some health. And that's good timing, and I'm glad I didn't use a health potion that other day. So, collect your reward. Look back at the notes of the travelers you've lost and saved. If you've lost 0 travelers, we have collect 11 amber. Awesome. Going up to 46 amber. 46. We probably don't need the travelers lost anymore. We probably don't need the tunneling knowledge anymore either. And we also probably don't need the clipped 2 hatchlings, but I'm going to leave them on there just in case. For now anyway. All right, then take a rest. Restore your health to full. And we have 13 plus 7, so that is 20 health. Then restore the health of all party members to full. I actually did not realize that was a thing. That is awesome. Oops. So our swashbuckler now has full health. Regain expended uses of abilities. All of ours refresh every day, so that isn't a problem. Regain spell points, we don't have any. Remove poisoned condition and curse condition. Actually, by the way, I have a bonus for having rolled a natural 20 a couple of days ago that I completely forgot about. Change equipment if you desire. Change party members if you desire. Remove a single negative modifier caused by a wound. We didn't have one. And purchase meal rations. So we currently have 8 meal rations. I actually think that is okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say that's okay. So we're good. That is all today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, April 10th, and we have a very easy one. We just have a level up. It says, congratulations, you gained enough experience to increase your hero's level. Follow the instructions for leveling up. So let's do that. All heroes, increase your hero's level to 3. You have 2 points to allocate however you choose to increase any of your hero's traits. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intellect, wisdom, and charisma. So, and I have already printed off all of the levels. So I just grabbed level 3 here. And I think, in case you don't know, these pluses right here are from all of my equipment that I have so far. And this item, if you don't remember, or if you haven't been here, this item right here is for winning last or completing last year's calendar. And it gives me a bonus +1 to everything, plus an additional 7 health. So that's pretty awesome. But, so I will transfer all of those over as well, but these are my base stats right now. And since we have a total of +4 strength and +4 dexterity, I think we're gonna go somewhere else this time, and I'm going to bump up constitution. So we're gonna stick with this, +3 and a +1 from the item, +2 and a +2 from items. And this I'm going to make a +1, so that's 1 point we've allocated in the +1 from items. And I'm also going to do wisdom, because I think that's, again, very appropriate for Syl's character. Is obviously constitution makes sense. But wisdom I think makes a little sense as well, for being kind of a paladin sort of a character. So we have we're still with a -1 and a +2, so that's a net of +1 right there. And then we're going to make this a +0, so we no longer have that -1 there. So it'll be a total of +1, or a net +1. We have -1 charisma and +1, so that's a net of 0. Okay. And then, as this says down here, Syl Black Bolt, the Skunk Light Seeker. So she's going to get +4 to health, so that brings it up to there. We are currently at max health, and we have the +7 from my item over there. So that makes a total of 24 current health points, since we are currently at max. We still have a +1 to defense from an item. We have a +1 to damage, which our damage is going from a single D12. Where's that D12? Right here. From a single D12 to 2 D8s. And there's a D8, and I had to grab another D8 from another dice set that I have. So that is now our damage roll, which will be nice because that's no less than a 2 if I roll a 1 on both of these, plus the 1 that I have from an item. So that's pretty awesome. Also going to transfer over the bonus reroll that I have from having rolled a 20, a natural 20. We'll transfer over our virtue. So we're going up to +6, and we have 46 amber. And then I also need to transfer over the brilliant hourglass. Brilliant! And I don't think any of the rest of this stuff is relevant. I'm going to leave it on here just in case it comes up later. And I'm going to hold on to this page. But I'm not going to bother writing it on here. And we have new abilities. So, new ability, Survivalist, right here. So we'll get to add +2 to all rolls to endure long journeys. And Healing Light, which is right here. Once per rest, restored 1d4 health. And we also gained an extra surge, so I can use the Luminous Shield or the Solar Flare 1 more time per page. So there we go. That is all for today. Awesome. Level 3. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, April 11th. You leave in the morning and set out on foot eastward toward the nearest town of Ardenstone, where you can prepare for your journey into the Dead Sands Desert beyond. You hear a gentle hum coming from your bag. Digging within, you pull out the tree spirit's hourglass. A faint warmth emanates from within. So, we have to inspect the hourglass. So we are going to roll a d20 plus intellect, which we have a net of +1. And that is a 6, which is a 7. If the result is 7 or less, do we have any way of making intellect +1 so we don't have to deal with that? We do. Let's do that. We're going to use the cricket. And so we get 1 shuffle. And we have a 2 of spades. which is not a heart greater than or equal to 4. So that did not work. Let's see if we have anything else that will add to intellect. No, we don't. Okay, well, so be it. The sands of the hourglass wind down. The glow of each grain seems less vibrant than when you performed the ritual days ago. Wait, now it's brighter. You were caught off guard by the surge of energy, unable to prepare yourself for its impact. Take a -3 penalty to endure the surge. Number 2 below. So now we have to endure the surge. Constitution, which we have a +2, and Danger Sense. So we have another +2, so that's a +4 on this roll. That is a 9, so we have a 13. Between 8 and 14. I'm wondering, do I have this was Constitution? Do anything? We do have, we have a Constitution there. But that's just +1. Nothing else to give us +2, so there we are. That's all right. Okay. Oh, excuse me, I forgot the -3. So that is, we had a plus, so this is just +1, which makes this a 10. And so it's the same thing, so that's fine. Okay, you managed to withstand the initial impact, but the intense energy leaves you weakened and struggling. Reduce your health by 1. All right, well, we're going down in HP to 23. Channel the energy. Wisdom roll, Arcane Adept. We are not Arcane Adept, and we have a +1 to Wisdom. Oh gosh. And that's another 1. You know what? I'm going, oh, I forgot to do this. If you have written down from earlier, Brilliant Hourglass, we get a +3 on this roll. But I'm going to use my reroll from having rolled a natural 20, and we're not going to take this 1. That is a 12, and then we have a +3, and we have our what was it, Wisdom? Yes, +1, so that's a +4. That makes that a 16. If your result is 15 or more, you skillfully tap into the corrupted power, guiding and shaping it to subdue its negative effects on you and the world. Okay. Oh, we avoided being cursed. That's what happened there. I'm glad I did the reroll on that. All right. So that is all for today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, April 12th. En route to Ardenstone, your ears catch the sound of a commotion up ahead. Buzzing, grunting, and desperate cries for help. Hastening your pace, you arrive to find a group of critters besieged by insects. So we can A. Charge into the fight for an attack boost, B. Sneak into the fight for a damage boost, or C. Approach tactically for a defensive boost. Well, still, I think we'll charge into the fight. So we have a D20 plus strength and intimidating. That's going to be a total of +6. Ooh, 18 plus 6 is 24. If the result is 13 or more, you storm the battle with a mighty war cry. Your powerful charge sends several insects skittering away in fear. You seize the moment to attack, your strength aiding you in repelling the insect foes. Gain a +2 to all attack rolls on the next page. So it sounds like tomorrow we are going to attack. I will keep this nearby so I remember that all attacks get +2 tomorrow. All right, and that is all for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, the April 13th apparently, or Sunday, April 14th. So the insects' sheer numbers make it challenging as they attempt to grapple and restrain you, hindering your ability to strike back effectively. So today we are doing a whole bunch of rolls. And we have, so if your dexterity roll is less than this number, You are restrained and unable to attack this round. So we have to roll dexterity and then all these other things. So for attack, I am getting a +2 bonus from yesterday, if you remember. So let's just go ahead and roll everything and fill it in. So we have a dexterity roll. Dexterity is going to be +4. And that is a 9 plus 4 is 13. 13, and then we have our attack roll, which is, where is it? +4. Do I not have a bonus for attack? I thought I'd... Hold on a second. Did I not transfer that over? Oh, I don't have an attack bonus. I thought I did for some reason. Is there one on here? There is not. Okay, well, we just have our +4 attack bonus, plus the 2 from yesterday, so +6. That is a 7. 13. And now damage is 8, and I have a +1 here, so 8 plus 6 is 14. And then defense. 3. 3 plus 6, so that's a 9. That's not too bad. Okay, back to the top. Dexterity roll. 8 plus 4 is going to be 12. And attack roll. 16 plus 6 is 22. Damage roll. Aw, that's a 5 plus 1, right? Yes, is 6 damage this round. And then defense. 16, oops. 16 plus 6 is 22. Back up to the top again. Dexterity, that's 2. Ooh, don't like that. 2 plus 4 is going to be 8. 6. 6. I might have to use something to get that up a little bit, because that is a bad roll. Anyway, on to attack. We have a 15 plus our 6, that's 21. Damage roll is 7 plus 1 is 8. And back to defense again. 12 plus 6 is 18. All right, so then we have dexterity again. Wow, I keep missing the top of this dice tower. 2 again. 2 plus 4 is 6. And I don't even have a bonus that I can use. All right, attack roll. 3. Oh boy. 3 plus 4 plus 2 is 9. Well, that one probably won't matter because I'm going to be restrained for that one. Oh, of course, I get the best attack roll on that. So that's 8 plus 8 basically is 16. Then we have a defense roll of 2 plus 6 is 8. All right, and back to dexterity. Last insect we are fighting. 10 plus 4 is 14. Attack roll. 1. 1 plus 4 plus 2. 7. That is definitely not going to hit on that one. Oh well. Well, I will roll defense, or roll whatever this is, damage. That's a 10, that's 11. Don't need those anymore. Oops. Wow, my best, well, second, yeah, my best 2 damages. Well, whatever. Anyway, we have 8 plus 6. Defense is 14. Now, let us compare. So, we went ahead and did the dexterity on this first one. We're good. We have plenty of attack, and we have plenty of damage, so we can ignore all of that. So we defeated this first one. Enemy number 2, we have plenty of dexterity. We have plenty of attack power. Just enough damage to defeat this guy. So that one is good as well. So next we have not enough dexterity. So we are restrained and unable to attack this round. Let me see if I have any additional dexterity that I can do. There's one dex right there. but I only have a +1, and that will not be enough to matter for this. I don't think I have anything else. I have defense and damage that I can add to with my surges, so that doesn't help there either. Okay, well, there we go. We cannot defend against this one, or excuse me, we cannot attack, which means we are going straight to defense, and we have plenty of defense. That's good. So that's actually 0 damage. No problem. Okay, then again, we are restrained on this next one, and we have 8. We only rolled an 8 defense this time. So that's a bummer because the defense, or what we were trying to defend against is 13. So we're going to take 1 damage on that one. And then this last one, we have 14 for dexterity, which is plenty. And then we have a 7 attack roll, which really stinks. I need a +4 on that, and I don't have attack adding here. So I could add +1 attack with this guy and +1 attack with this guy, but 2 of them +2 attack is not enough. That really is too bad. Okay, well, that's all right. We have 14 defense, which is plenty, so that's 1 more damage. So we have a total of 2 damage. So we're gonna take that damage, go down to 21. And then it says here, if you did not kill all the insects, they flee from you in terror. If you killed 1, let's see, we killed 2 enemies, we collect D4 amber. I'm gonna use my really cool new D4 here. And, well, that's a bummer. That's 1 amber. So we now have 47 amber. And that is all. All right, well, thank you for joining me this morning. I will see you on Monday. And have a wonderful day. And a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Monday, April 15th. The conflict has subsided, leaving behind scattered bodies of defeated insects. One of the critters manages to escape, taking with it stolen possessions. The 2 remaining critters are wounded and urgently require your aid. So we are going to search the bodies. We're just going to need a D20 today. Reminder, so this is intellect, which we have a total of +1 on. We are not an investigator. So we've got 13, that's a 14 total. Oh, 1 more and we can get 15 or more. Why don't we go ahead and go for that? This is intellect. We have a cricket here that will get us intellect on a heart. So let's do our customary 1 shuffle. And we have a heart. Nice. And it is 4 or more. That's a 5. And so we got a +1 to intellect, which makes it 15. And so your keen eye and investigative acumen serve you well. You uncover a small piece of amber fastened to the hilt of a blade with more amber pieces scattered around the bodies. Gain 3 amber. Don't mind if I do. That brings us up to 50. Chase after the insect. Roll Constitution. Reminder, athlete. So we have a +2, and athlete gives us another +2. This is a +4 roll, and that is a 6. That makes it 10. That's all right. Oh, I didn't read that first line. The last insect adversary takes flight, flitting away among the towering treetops. You're poised to give chase despite the unfamiliar terrain. And we got a 10 total, so that is between 8 and 14. The chase among the canopy tests your endurance, but you persist, even though you lose sight of the insect in the dense foliage. It drops the items it stole from the critters. You return these to the critters and receive gratitude and a reward of 1 amber. All right, well that makes this 51. And finally, help the injured critters. This is a wisdom roll, which we have a +1 on. Optionally, use a health potion or a healing spell to succeed automatically. Well, we could use healing light, but that would use that up for this entire time between rests. But you know what? We're doing all right. I've got healing potions if we need them later. So this is something that we gain again. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to use Healing Light, and we succeed automatically. So you emerge as a beacon of hope amidst the aftermath of the battle. You skillfully tend to the wounded with exceptional wisdom, applying herbs and potions with precise knowledge and genuine care. Their healing speeds up significantly, and you've earned their respect and gratitude. Write down saved critters for future use. Well, I don't mind if I do. I'm going to put that on the bottom here. Saved critters. All right. Well, that is the end of today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and today is Tuesday, April 16th. Welcome to my daily quest calendar. These young cartographers accidentally strayed into this area while mapping the region. They express their gratitude for your intervention and help, and your help, and show keen interest in joining you on your adventures. So we get to hire somebody. We have an ivy bushtail or a sky featherbeak. And let's see, this one gives +2 defense. We have plenty of defense. So that is not necessary at all, except that it does give survivalist. And survivalist is usually associated with wisdom, but I think I'm going to save my 15 amber. I only have one more slot anyway for a party member. So let's go ahead and hire the ivy bushtail for 20 amber. So we're going to bring this down to 31, and I just lost that sheep, but that's all right. 31 amber, and I have, oh, if you have saved critters written down from earlier, you may hire them for 5 less. Oh, well, there you go. Saved critters right there. So actually this is 36. And we're just hiring ivy bushtail. So there you go. That is all today. So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, April 17th. Ardenstone is the closest city to the desert, where Eldris claims one of the Guardians resides. Fortunately, it's just a short distance along the road, offering a quick journey. However, you have the option to take an indirect route in hopes of making an unknown discovery. Well, let's see. So we could go along the road here or through the forest. And I think Syl is more of the direct route kind of a person. Kind of a skunk. So let's go ahead and take the direct route. So here we go. We got a d20 plus wisdom. We do not have, oh, we do have survivalist. I forgot about that. In that case, we didn't even need that one. Yeah, we don't need sky at all because we have survivalist as well. So that is a +2 and a +1. Oh, yay. And I rolled a 1. That is an auto fail. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. I don't have a reroll because I haven't rolled a 20 since the last time I used that. So there we are. Taking the direct route. So take the direct route along the road. If the result is 10 or less, you maintain a steady and relaxing pace, savoring the journey. You must consume 1 ration. Well, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and consume 1 meal ration. Brings us down to 7 meal rations. All right, A2, you encounter a lively and charismatic merchant traveling in a brightly painted cart filled with an assortment of jars and pots, each brimming with golden aromatic honey. The sweet, enticing fragrance wafts through the air. The labels on the jars boast of honey sourced from different regions, each with its distinct flavor and richness. The merchant proudly explains the unique properties of each type, tempting you with tales of wild flowers, ancient forests, and secret apiaries that give their honey its distinctive taste. So we could buy 2 honey. I believe that would go here. Yes, consumed on use. Uses a health potion or D6 meal rations. Well, I don't see why we wouldn't buy those. There's 2 of them. And that's it. They are 6 amber each. So that would be 12 amber. Not sure that that's useful enough. We've got plenty of meal rations. We have plenty of health potions. I'm actually going to save my money. My amber. Syl is going to save her amber. All right. Well, there you go. That's it. We just had to consume a meal ration to get through the journey, and the day is over. Okay. Oh, we could, if we wanted to, use a campfire, and that's not necessary. Okay. Well, there we go. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, April 18th. Ardenstone. You enter the town of Ardenstone. Before you make it to the town center, you spot what could be some trouble. A merchant hauling a cart is stopped by what looks like a guard. You hear an aggressive conversation. So, we are going to eavesdrop first, apparently, which I guess eavesdropping requires dexterity. And stealthy, and we are not stealthy. Although, do we have stealthy over here? Yes, if necessary. If I need a +2, then maybe we'll do that. So I got a 10, +4 dexterity. We're good. Using stealth and observation skills, you try to overhear the conversation without drawing attention. If the result is 11 or more, the muscular wolf says patronizingly, "How is it going, Finch? Back in business, are we? You know there is a ban on goods related to bugs." The merchant replies with hesitation. He's a big bear-looking thing? Oh no. Just hauling junk for my sick mother, you know. The wolf continues. "We've all heard the rumors from Crownspire. Insects plotting and threatening the forests of Redwood and our safety. We can't knowingly help the enemy by trading with bugs. That means the bees too, right, Finch?" The merchant answers frantically. "But bees aren't insects. We've lived in harmony for ages, and this is my livelihood. You can't take them. You know what Blight is doing to them, right?" The wolf barks back. "Blight Deathclaw is helping the town. He keeps the bees docile, and the town of Ardenstone safe from insects. We'll have to take those from you and let Blight know you are trying to undermine him." All right. Well, that was an interesting conversation. Assess the crowd. Roll wisdom. And we're not an investigator either. Syl is not an investigator. So, wisdom, we have a +1. That is a 9. So that's a 10. You analyze the townspeople's reactions, looking for any signs of fear, resentment, or sympathy toward the merchant or the mob leader. So, 10. Do I have a way of getting +1 to wisdom? I do not. That's too bad, because we missed it by 1. Oh well. If the result is 10 or less, only a few members of the town pass by. They all appear to mind their own business and try hard not to be seen looking in this direction. All right, well, we're going to investigate then. Intellect, we have a +1 on that. And reminder, investigator. Not an investigator. And I don't have investigator anywhere. So this is just a simple +1. 6, that's a 7. Well, didn't get that either. You take the opportunity to discreetly investigate the merchant and the mob leader to gain insights into the dynamics and motivations at play. The result is 11 or less. You gain no meaningful insights into the situation beyond what you've heard. The merchant has been smuggling bees in violation of a recent local ban. The mob leader appears to have a vested interest, but also clearly exerts pressure to gain something for himself. Wow, that is very interesting. All right, well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, April 19th. The remainder of the wolf's gang approaches to take the bees and all the remaining supplies from the merchant's cart. The helpless merchant spots you and in desperation pleads for your help. So we have a choice here, but let's find out what the merchant says first. Please, kind traveler, I beg your insistence. That man over there has been extorting and terrorizing our town for far too long. He's taken everything from me, and now he demands even more. I have nothing left to give. The bees, innocent creatures that they are suffering worse. Their hive has been taken over, and he's forcing them into labor, all under the pretense of some twisted new law he's made up, fueled by ridiculous rumors from Crownspire. Please, you must help me stand up to him and put an end to this tyranny. All right, so we need to persuade the gang using charisma, or intimidate the gang using strength, or rouse the townsfolk, also using charisma. Well, I think the obvious choice for Syl here is to intimidate them. So we're going to roll strength and add intimidating. So we have a +4 here and a +2 here, so that's +6. In case we need it, we also have a royal might. And that is a 10 + 6 is 16. Hey, if the result is 16 or more, your show of strength is booming, and the gang members fall back in fear. Gain a +2 bonus to all attack rolls on the next page. Very nice. So tomorrow we will have a +2 in the apparent fight that's going to take place. Well, that is all for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, April 20th, or Sunday, April 21st, depending on when you're watching this. The mob doesn't appreciate you interfering with their operations. They've had enough of your noisiness. The tortoise charges you while the others draw their weapons. So, if you remember from yesterday, we had a +2 bonus to all attack rolls. So, we are attacking 4 enemies. So, first, we have an attack roll, which we have a +4 here. So, today we have a +6 on attack rolls. Syl has a +6. That is kind of halfway between 8 and 10. I'm going to re-roll that. So when I do this, yeah. We're going to re-roll that. That is a 5. Yay! All right, so 5 + 6 is 11. All right, then we have damage. We are 2d8 + 1. That is 4 + 7 is 11, + 1 is 12 damage. And then we have a defense roll. And our defense is +6. So that's 12. Very consistent here. All right, attack again. Number 2. Keeps getting stuck there. That is a 9 + 6 is 15. And then 2d8 + 1 for damage. 4 + 4 is 8 damage. And then defense. 15 + 6. That's a 21 defense. Ironically, that's probably the one time that we won't need that much defense. And 12 + 6 for attack is 18. Let's hope we have a decent amount of damage here. Oh, nice. 8 and 8, 16 damage. And defense roll. 11 + 6 is 17. And our last enemy. That is 13 + 6 is 19. And then 2d8 + 1 for damage. 6 and 6 is 12, so +1 is 13. And finally, defense. 18, nice. +6 is 24 defense. And again, we won't need that there. Okay, let's see what we have wrought. Enemy number 1. We did not get enough attack to do that. Is there anything I can do about that? I can add a... Nope, that's not attack roll, that is damage roll. Damage and defense is what I can add to. So So it doesn't look like I have enough attack for this first one. That's really too bad. I can add attack +1 here, attack +1 here, but that's only 2, and that would come up to 13, and that would not be enough. All right, well, so be it. So the damage doesn't matter. We have plenty of defense. So 12 is greater than or equal to 11. So we are going to take 1 damage. Syl is going to take 1 damage from that. Okay, then enemy number 2. 15 is enough attack. 8 is just enough damage. So this guy is dead. Oh, by the way, the turtle charges at you and tries to grapple you with considerable force. So enemy 2 is dead. Enemy 3, we have 18 attack, that's plenty. 16 damage, that is plenty. That one is done as well. We have 19 attack, which is plenty, and 13 damage, which is plenty. That one is dead as well. Okay. So, if you did not kill all the gang members, they threaten to kill the merchant if you don't leave. But we killed 3 enemies, so we're going to collect D6 plus 1 amber. I'm going to use my cool little D6 that I got. So, we've got 2 plus 1 amber. All right, so plus 3, that makes 39. And if you remember, we took 1 damage. Syl took 1 damage. Bringing her down to 20 health. And that is all. All right, before I sneeze, I'm gonna sign off. Bye, everybody. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Monday, April 22nd. You set forth from the town of Ardenstone, determined to locate the bee's hive and put an end to the gang's tyranny and corruption. So we are going to explore the areas here. So we're in Ardenstone, and let's just go counterclockwise. 3, 4, 2, 1. So let's go to 3 first. 3. The peninsula. You stumble upon a gigantic beehive of bright golden color. From a distance, you spot several critters entering and exiting the beehive with large jars. Well, I think at this point, we could stop because we found it, but I always like to explore all of the stuff because it's fun. So, area number 4, the coast. A small hidden cave entrance appears to be partially obscured by a sand dune. Upon entering, you discover it leads to an underground chamber where glowing mushrooms illuminate the space. However, you also encounter a swarm of aggressive snails that react violently to any disturbance. Roll Charisma, reminder bug tamer. Well, that's not cool because I have a +0 to Charisma. And let's see, we have bug tamer here, so I could get a +2 if necessary. Let's discover if it is necessary. That is a 10. It is necessary. Well, it's only health. It's only 1 health, but that's all right. We're gonna give this a shot. So we have a 50-50 chance. 1 shuffle. And that is a heart. Cool. 4 of hearts, so we got bug tamer, we got a +2 on that. And that says 12 or more. Your understanding of bugs allows you to soothe the swarm completely. The snails retreat, granting you free access to the chamber. You discover a relic hidden among the glowing mushrooms. The relic is worth 1 amber. All right, I'm gonna write that down in case we gain more later. Okay, next we were gonna go to area 2, the mountains. In the foothills of the mountain lies a hidden shrine of obsidian glass covered with moss and vines. What do you know of this shrine? Roll intellect, and she is not a student. But again, we have student over here, so we can do that as well if necessary. It is not this time. We got a 14 plus 1. So 15 is 13 or more. The shrine resonates with your knowledge, and you recall a detailed account of an evil mage building the shrine of stone to worship the serpent guardian, Nagaya. The Phoenix Garden, Aurelia, became envious and blasted the shrine with magical fire, turning the stone to obsidian. You take a chipped piece of the shrine worth 2 amber. Well, there's 2 more amber. There we go. And finally, area number 1. The woods. The Enchanted Glade is a serene and magical clearing in the woods, surrounded by vibrant flowers. As you explore, you come across an arcane elemental energy that seems playful but grows hostile with your lingering presence. Roll Charisma, Reminder, Arcane Adept. I don't think any of them give me Arcane Adept, so Charisma, I might also have Charisma. Nope, no increase in Charisma. So this is just a straight D20 roll. That is a 4. If the result is 14 or less, you misjudge the elemental energy and it lashes out, treating you as a threat. Sparks of magic dart around you, and you are forced to retreat. Reduce your health by 1. All right, well, that's all right. I think 1 health for 3 amber is a decent trade-off. So that goes up to 42 amber. And that is all of the areas. Well, thank you for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd. The entrance to the beehive is guarded by 2 armed sentinels who don't seem to be the sharpest critters around. As you assess the situation, you spot various potential strategies to outwit them and gain access to the hive. So, we can A, convince them to let us inside, which would be Charisma. We could sneak inside, roll Dexterity, or we could cause a distraction and run inside. And still, probably, well, definitely not going to do A, but probably do B or C. Sneak or cause a distraction. And she is not stealthy. She does not have intellect. So just based on the stats that she has, Dexterity, let's go for that. So we have Sneak Inside, roll Dexterity. Reminder stealthy. That is a 15. Plus 4 is 19. So you blend in with the forest around you and move quietly to avoid detection. And the result is 16 or more. Sorry, my neck itches. That probably doesn't sound good on the thing. I apologize. All right, result is 19, which is 16 or more. Your movements are like a shadow's, silent and unseen. The guards remain oblivious to your presence as you slip past them into the beehive. Well, that was easy. All right. Well, we are inside the beehive and we'll find out what's in there tomorrow morning. Bye-bye, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Wednesday, April 24th. As you step into the darkness of the beehive, your eyes gradually adjust to the dim glow of the honey around you. The air is filled with a loud, constant buzzing, yet no bees are in sight. Find your way around to the leader and help out some bees along the way. So today, we get to do a little maze. So we're starting at the X, as it says begin at the X and navigate around the map. Visit each numbered area along your path. Explore and resolve each area you visit before you choose your next. So let's go over here and round 2 here, and that is a dead end, but that's okay. We are at number 2. So, area number 2. Down the hall, you spot a guard sitting and relaxing on break. Roll Dexterity plus Stealthy. I have no Stealthy, so we are just rolling Dexterity. And my dice tower fell apart. It kind of broke, so we're using this other one that I have. That is a 16, and Dexterity is plus 4, so that's a 20. Awesome. If the result is 11 or more, you glide past the guard with such stealth that he doesn't even notice your presence. You were even able to pickpocket 1 amber from him without him noticing. So I'm going to put a 1 there. We pickpocketed 1 amber, and depending on how much, I'll just add that at the end of the maze. Okay, so backtracking a little bit. The only other way to go is this way. And I'm hoping to get to the 3 over there, so let's do that and go to number 3. We have, you find a small cage tipped on its side with a bee locked inside. Roll dexterity reminder locksmith. And we have no locksmith, but we're gonna roll dexterity. So we have a +4. Nobody is a locksmith. I just realized that's stealthy, but we didn't need that. Oh boy, we have a 3 + 4 is 7. And I don't think there's anything I can do about that because again, no locksmith over there. Right? Nope. Okay, so that was a 7. If the result is 12 or less, it's a less complex mechanism than you expected, but it requires shaking the cage a lot, which startles and angers the bee inside. You unlock it, and the bee flies away in fear. All right then. Oops, don't need that. Okay, so let's go over to 6 right here and see what 6 is. Area 6. The buzzing sound grows too loud to bear. Roll Constitution. Reminder danger sense. We do have that. So Constitution is a +2. +2 for danger sense. That's a +4. And 11 + 4 is 15. And that is 11 or more. Your danger sense helps you anticipate the intensity of the noise, and you adapt quickly. Whether by covering your ears or focusing your mind, you minimize its impact as you move through. Okay, then let's go back here, and we have area number 5. Area number 5. The beehive is made of a dried and cured wax that has hardened to support the structure. Walking along the hall, you step on a weakened portion, which cracks and breaks. It gives way to a deep chamber below. Roll dexterity, reminder danger sense. So this is a total of a +6, because we have 4 for dexterity and 2 for danger sense. And that is 7 + 6 will be 13. And that's right here, 11 or more. Your danger sense alerts you to the impending collapse, and you deftly avoid the weakened area as the wax collapses around you. Okay, and then we have to go through number 1 here. Area 1. While exploring the hive, you accidentally step into a sticky patch of honey on the ground. The sticky honey envelops you, trapping you firmly in place. So we're gonna roll strength plus danger sense. So that's again a +6 total, +4 for strength, +2 for danger sense, and we got a natural 20, nice. We get our bonus roll there. And if the result is between 11, wow, that's a that's a typo there. So if the result is 11 or greater is what 11 or more is what it means to say, because this result is not between 11. You pull yourself free from the sticky substance with considerable effort. Well, there you go. And finally, we have made it to number 4. You find a room with bees locked in cages. You may stop now or continue to explore before returning here. Well, we will stop now and continue this tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Thursday, April 25th. In a dimly lit room, rows full of stacked cages hold several sick and weakened bees. As you approach, you hear footsteps from somewhere nearby. Number 1, unlock as many cages as you can. And this says, if you can remain quiet, you will be able to continue to free bees up to 10 by repeating steps 1 through 3. Wow. Well, that's kind of cool. So we will unlock cages first by rolling strength. Reminder locksmith. We don't have locksmith, but that's all right. We got a good amount of strength, and if necessary, we have royal might, which we can repeat once per page. So here we go. Rolling strength. That is a 16 plus 4 is a 20. So if the result is 11 or more, you work diligently unlocking the cage and freeing a bee. You have 1 bee helper. Make a note of this and how many bee helpers you accumulate. And I just realized yesterday I forgot to add the amber. So I'm gonna do that now. 43 amber that we got yesterday. Okay, so make a note of how many bees. So we have 1 bee so far. I'm gonna put that down there. 1 bee helper. Make a note of this and how many bee helpers you accumulate. So 2 Keep the bees calm. Roll Charisma, Reminder Bug Tamer. And if necessary, I believe I have Bug Tamer over here. Yes, I do. So we're rolling Charisma, which is a 0. Net 0. That's a 17, not too shabby. 15 or more with gentle words and reassuring gestures, you successfully calm the bees, and their buzzing subsides to a peaceful hum. The room becomes serene, and the bees seem to trust you. You have brought yourself valuable time to continue your work in the room without attracting attention. Well, all right. While remaining quiet, roll... and keep the bees calm while remaining quiet. So roll Dexterity, Reminder Stealthy. So we'll roll Dexterity of 4, or plus 4. So 13 plus 4 is 17. If the result is 10 or more, you manage to move quietly enough to avoid immediate detection. But the feeling is that someone or something is aware of your presence lingers. You proceed with caution, knowing that any wrong move could expose you. If you saved less than 10 bees, you may retry to free another bee by repeating steps 1 through 3 above. Otherwise, you have freed all the bees you can. Well, that's 1 bee. Let's go again. Roll Strength. This is a plus 4. That's going to be an 8. I think I'm actually going to... So on a 10 or less, your attempts to unlock the cages are clumsy and time-consuming. You eventually get the pen open, but were horribly inefficient. Take a -3 penalty to remaining quiet. Well, I could re-roll or re-roll, but I think I'm going to save this re-roll for in case I'm not quiet enough. Oops. So let's just move on. We have another bee helper, and we have -3 this time through. So we're going to roll Charisma. That is a 9. If it's between 8 and 14, your attempts to soothe the distressed bees only seem to agitate it further. Their buzzing grows louder, and you fear the noise may attract unwanted attention. Take another -3 penalty to remain quiet. So we have a -6 to remaining quiet at the moment, and this is a dexterity roll. Well, let's just go for it, see what happens. Well, that's nice, I missed. 13 plus 4 -6, so that's going to be an 11. Hey, 11 or more, you managed to move quietly enough. Perfect. All right, we're going to start over with a strength roll again. That is a 12 plus 4. That's 16. We're good. We freed another bee. And Charisma. That's a 2. Wow. So if the result is 7 or less, the bee stings you out of frustration. As soon as it is out of the cage, reduce your health by 1, and then take a -3 penalty to remain quiet. Well, I think I better save the reroll that we have for number 3 so we can get as many as we can. So that's all right. I'm going to put a 1 here for how much damage we take. At the end of the day, we will do that. Okay, now we're going to remain quiet. So this is a plus 4 dexterity roll. That is a 9 plus 4. Oh, plus -3. So this is a plus 1 total. So that's a 10. We have a 10 or less. It's a dexterity roll. I'm going to attempt, here we go. We're going to use the lightning bolt bug and hope that we can increase dexterity by 1, because that's all we need. And we have a heart, and that is a king. That's a bummer. So that fails, and because it's a court card, the lightning bug takes 1 damage. All right, does anybody else have dexterity? Dexterity. Nobody else has dexterity. This was stealthy. So in that case, I'm going to use the swashbuckler and see if I can gain stealthy, which I probably should have done that first because that's a 50-50 chance. And of course, this time I didn't get one. All right, well, that is a bummer. In order to continue on, I will have to use Royal Might. That was another court card, wasn't it? So Swashbuckler is going to have to take a damage. Okay, we are going to use the bonus we have to re-roll, because I imagine I'm going to want as many of these as possible. And that's another natural 20. Well, I get it right back. That is awesome. And we got 11 or more. So, starting back over, another strength roll. This is a 2, and I think on this one I am going to go ahead and use Royal Might. So this is our one strength reroll for the day. That's a 16, plus 4 is a 20, so we got another B. And we have a charisma roll. That is a 17, 15 or more. We're good on that. And now we have a dexterity roll again. And that is a 6 plus 4 is going to be a 10. Again. And this time I've already used my people, so I can't do that. So let's just go ahead and use this bonus yet again. And that is an 18. Perfect. So we're good, and we can keep continuing. Strength roll, that is a 4 plus 4 is going to be less than 10. So we have another B helper, but we're going to have a -3 penalty for the remaining. Quiet. This is a charisma roll, which is going to be just a straight 6. That's a 7 or less. We have another damage, and we have a total of a -6 penalty for this final one. That is a 7 plus 4 minus 6. So that's going to be a 5. So that's a 10 or less, and I have no more rerolls at this point. So we only saved 5 Bs, but that's all right. The maximum was 10. And despite all your best efforts to move stealthily, the noise alerts the unseen presence to your location. The footsteps grow louder, and a fury figure enters the room. Wow, a fury figure. An angry gang member attacks while screaming, "Intruder!" So we have to roll attack first. We have an attack plus 4. Ugh, that's a 3. Plus 4 is 7. That is not enough. I'd have to get a plus 4 on this. I don't have any way of increasing it that much because I have an attack here and a plus 1 attack there. That's only 2 even if I get both of those. So I guess I completely missed. So there's no reason to roll damage. And defense will be a plus 6 on this. And that's 16. So we've got enough defense. We're going to take 1 damage. That's a total of 3 damage. 19 goes down to 16 health. And we have 5 bees freed. Okay, well, this was a little bit of a long one. We'll find out, hopefully tomorrow, what these bees are all about. So I'm going to hold on to that. All right, well, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Friday, April 26th. Happy Friday, everyone. Ascending through a narrow tunnel in the ceiling, you reach the next level of the beehive, an area clearly meant for the bee's flight. However, your presence doesn't go unnoticed, and several guards swiftly spring into action, launching an attack against you. So today is an attack day. We have dexterity, then attack, then roll damage, then defense. And we will do that 4 times, and we'll compare that to the enemies that have attacked us. So, still got, a 20. Nice, I get my bonus roll again. So 20 plus 4 dexterity is a 24 dexterity. Okay, then we have an attack roll plus 4 on this attack. That is a 10. And then we're gonna roll damage. And that is 8, 9 plus, there it is. Plus 1, that's a 10 for damage. And then we have a d20 defense. And 16 plus 6 is going to be 22. Starting back over, we have dexterity. We've got a plus 4 to this. That's going to be 21. Nice. Oops. That is 20. Not that that's going to matter, but 21. And then our attack roll will be 18 plus 4. That's a 22. Doing pretty good today. And that's 12 plus another 1 is 13 damage. And then we've got 6. This is defense. 6 plus 6 is 12 defense, which probably won't be necessary anyway. Back to number 3, dexterity. I got a 20 again. That's too bad. I would have loved to reuse that. Oh well. Anyway, 20 plus 4, 24 again. Yeah, I can't get another bonus roll until I've used that, so only one at any given time. Attack, 6 plus 4 is 10 attack. And then damage, that is 5 plus 1, so 6 damage. And then we have our defense roll, 17 plus 6 is going to be 23. Back to dexterity for the last bad guy. 5 plus 4 is 9. That is not great. I'm not sure what the necessary threshold is, but attack roll. That's a 4 plus 4 is 8. We might be re-rolling that one. And damage is, that's a 9. Plus 1 is 10 damage. And finally, our defense. We've got a 5. Plus 6 is 11. Okay, so comparing this. Dexterity, so what do we got? The sticky honey coating the wall and floor makes it difficult to move freely in combat. So if your dexterity roll is less than that, you are restrained and unable to attack. And it looks like every single one of our dexterity rolls was fine. So we can pretty much ignore that because the threshold is 8. All right, so attack. The first one, I got a 10 and we need a 13. Well, I think I might go ahead and use my reroll for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And technically, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what the rules are, and it would take me a little to look this up, but technically, this reroll is before I rolled that 20 over here, so I'm going to keep my extra bonus reroll. That's a 12 plus 4 attack makes that 16 attack, which is plenty. 10 damage to the 5 health, which means we achieved our knocking out, at the very least, of enemy number 1. All right, enemy number 2. We don't need to worry about that. We have 22 attack, that's plenty. 13 damage, that is also plenty. Number 2 is dead. Number 3. Enemy number 3, we have 10 attack. So I'm going to use the archer over here to add 1 to my attack. And hopefully have enough. We needed a spade greater than or equal to 7, and that is an 8. So that's perfect. All right, so we got enough because that was 11. That was what we needed. And 6 damage. Oh my gosh, 6 damage, and we need 7. So in that case, I'm going to use one of my 3 surges to add a d4 to a single damage roll. And 1 is enough, but I'm going to roll it anyway. Oh, that does not want to come out. Okay, that doesn't really work in this. We'll just use the normal d4 because a plus 1 is good enough. So we got a plus 2, and that is enough. So number 3 is also dead. And enemy number 4, 8 is not enough attack to do anything to this guy. So, you know what? I'm going to use this other reroll, and let's try getting a better attack roll on this one. That is not better. That's a 3 plus 4 is 7. That's actually, in fact, that is worse. So we missed this one, but we have, oh, we don't even have enough defense. Do I have anything that could add defense? I do not over there, but I can use another surge to add 1 to defense. That's plus 2. That makes this 13, which is enough to defend, so we're going to take 1 damage here. All right, and it says a mob member sneaks up from behind, attempting to trip you with a well-placed leg sweep. So if you did not kill all the guard members, they beg you to spare their lives. If you killed 3 enemies, collect D6 plus 1 amber. Well, we're going to roll a D6, and that is 4. So we collect 5 amber. So 43 plus 5 is going to be 48. And then we're going to take 1 damage. So 16 down to 15. All right, and that is all for the day. So thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is either Saturday, April 27th, or Sunday, April 28th, depending on when you decided to watch this video. You enter a room in the Beehive and find the gang's leader, Blight Deathclaw, conversing with a couple of his minions over logistics of the bee operation.
Well. Look who decided to pay us a visit. You must be lost, little critter. This is our hive now, and everything in it belongs to us. So, how about you turn around and leave peacefully before things get messy? We're not afraid to use force to protect what's rightfully ours.
The leader smirks menacingly, his minions glaring at you with unwavering hostility. So, our options are, we have a choice among these 5. Order him to disband, reason with him, waste no time and attack him, turn and leave, or offer to join his gang. Well, Syl, being the paladin-esque light seeker that she is, I imagine would order him to disband using her strength and intimidation. And so that is what we are going to do. We're going to roll strength. We've got a +4 plus intimidating. That's a total of +6. And in fact, if necessary, we can use royal might, which will give us a reroll. And that is an 8 plus the 6 is 14. Ooh, 14 or less. Do I have a +1 to strength? I do not. Well, we are going to use Royal Might then, and hope we get better than an 8. And that is a 7. It is not better than an 8. That is too bad. So the result is 14 or less. You attempt to assert your dominance and order the leader to disband the operation, but he merely scoffs at your threats. Your words fall on deaf ears, and he signals the guards to surround you. Take a -2 penalty on all defense rolls on the next page. Well, that's not great. I'm gonna have to remember that for tomorrow, and it sounds like we are going to have some combat. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on Monday morning. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Monday, April 29th. Blight growls with frustration. He has had enough with your interference. He slams his fist on the table and barks an order to his thugs to seize and kill you. Combat! And as a reminder from yesterday, we have a -2 to all defense rolls. So actually we have a +4, a net of +4 to all defense rolls. So I'm going to set that aside. 3 enemies that we are going to roll attack. So 7 plus 4 is going to be an 11 for Goon 1. And then we roll damage. And oh gosh, that is a 3 plus 1 is 4 damage. That's horrible. All right, then we're gonna roll defense, and again, this is a +4. So that's 7 plus 4 is 11. That is not great. And then we have the boss. We're going to attack the boss with a 5. Wow, this is not doing well this time. So 5 plus 4 is 9. And I don't have a boon right now, but oh well. Defense, or excuse me, a damage. That is 6 plus 1 is 7 damage. And then defense. and that's a 17 plus 4 is 21. Last goon, attack roll. 5 plus 4 is 9 again. Just not doing well. And damage is going to be 9 plus 10, or plus 1 is 10. And then finally, another defense roll, and that's 14 plus 4 is going to be 18. Well, let's compare and see what we've got. None of my attack rolls were good enough. That's a 13 and a 15 and a 14. That's horrible. And I don't have any rerolls, and I don't have enough plus for attack. I could potentially get this one if I use both of these attacks and hit on both of them. So should we try that? I think so. Let's do it. So we're gonna try this with the Berserker. 1 shuffle and a cut, and we have a 6 of hearts, which is not a 7 or greater of spades. So that one doesn't connect, which means the other one there is no point in doing at all. So miss, and which means our damage is completely pointless, and we have not nearly enough defense on this one. So we are going to take 2 I can add defense to a single roll up to 3 times. And it looks like I have enough for 2 and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and use at least 1. So 11, we're going to want that to come up to 15. So here's 1 surge, and that is a 4. So that makes it 15. We're plenty good. So we're going to take 0 damage from that one. One of the thugs swings a heavy club at you, aiming for your head. Well, thankfully, we had enough defense for that. And the boss. Again, we have not enough attack, and the damage doesn't matter, but we have plenty of defense. To the 14, we have 21, so we're going to take 2 damage from that. The thug takes a stance and forcefully rams his long spear at you. 2 damage from that. Goon number... Oh, I just realized... What? Wow, they named this Goon 1, Boss, and Goon 1. So apparently we have 2 Goon 1s, but I'm assuming this last one is Goon number 2. So, not enough attack for the defense, so damage doesn't matter. Plenty of defense. And so we're going to take another 1 damage. That's a total of 3 damage on this one. And the thug hurls a sharp throwing knife in your direction, aiming for your chest. And so, Blight yells and orders more thugs from another room, more spelled M-O-O-R, interestingly enough, to come for support you. Somebody needed a grammar check here. You are outnumbered with no choice but to leave before you were surrounded. And I killed no enemies, so I don't gain any amber for this at all, and 3 damage. So we're going down to 12 HP. That's all right for right now, but pretty soon we might need to use some healing stuff. In any case, that is all for today. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark, and welcome to my daily quest calendar. Today is Tuesday, April 30th. Realizing you are vastly outnumbered, you swiftly retreat from the room, seeking refuge within the labyrinth of the honeycombs. Begin at the X, which is right here, and navigate around the map. Visit each numbered area along your path. Explore and resolve each area you visit before you choose your next one. All right, so we don't know where we're actually getting to. So I might as well go ahead and go over here to see what is number 2 first. I always like to see what is in all of the areas. So area number 2, you encounter a group of gang members hunting for you, but they haven't noticed you yet. Engage in a stealthy takedown. Roll attack. Reminder stealthy. We don't have stealthy. We could get stealthy, potentially, if necessary. But we've got a +4 on this attack. That is a 10. That makes it 14. That is not enough. And we would take 1 damage, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go for stealthy, because that would be enough
to make that happen. So we got our traditional one shuffle and cut to find out, and we need a red card. And that is not a red card, and in fact, oh no! In fact, that is a court card, which is too much. And the swashbuckler is dead. I should have looked at that before I did this, but that is 2 damage, and our swashbuckler is dead. That's too bad. I'm gonna have to rip that off and hopefully replace him with a new companion at some point. Okay, in any case, number 2, you managed to take out one of the gang members quietly, but the remaining members notice you take 1 damage fighting the others. All right, I'm gonna put a 1 over here, and hopefully I remember that that's damage at the end of the thing so I can add up any other damage that I have. All right, we are going to go, let's go this way and check out what is at 6. More bees are locked away in cages. Free as many as you can. Make a note of the beer helpers, You accumulate. The bee helpers, I imagine it means. You accumulate. So, roll dexterity and then strength, it looks like. Oh, there's 2 of them. So the first one requires a dexterity roll, and that is a +2. Reminder locksmith, which I do not have. That is a 1. Wow. Natural 1 is a loss. So the cage doesn't open. You need to move on or risk getting caught. All right, then we're going to roll strength on this one. And that is a 3. Well, I can use Royal Might, which I'm going to get a reroll on strength. And that is a 6. That's just terrible. All right, +4 is 10. And that's still a 12 or less. The lock is stuck. You need to move on or risk getting caught. So be it. We are going to go around here and let's see what is at number 1. Area 1, you stumble upon a network of narrow honeycomb passages. Some of these passages are blocked. Find the right path to proceed. Intellect, and we are going to have a net of +1. Reminder, investigator, don't have investigator anywhere. Okay, so intellect, that is an 11, +1 is 12. This is number 1, I believe, right? Yep, that is 11 or more. You analyze the layout, identifying patterns and subtle clues that reveal the correct path. You navigate through the passages and find a honey key. Make note of this for future use. Well, we have a honey... Oh, a honey. Let's spell honey right, how about? A honey key. There we go. That's pretty cool. And now, let's see if we can make it into 4. Let's go back this way and through here, and we are at 4 now. What is in area number 4? A group of bees desperately try to protect their nursery, where the young bees are housed. Calm the bees down. Roll wisdom or charisma. Well, charisma, we have an even, and wisdom is +1. So we're going to roll +1 for wisdom. No bug tamer, but we have potentiality for getting that if necessary. So +1. 17 + 1 is 18. Nice. 13 or more, you manage to calm the bees down, soothing their fears. They resume their duties and leave you alone. All right, well, that's fair. Okay, then we need to get through. Let's go through here, and we have number 5. Area number 5. The Queen's Bee Chamber should be just up ahead. This is why this room contains a swarm of aggressive bees. Calm the bees down. So wisdom or charisma again. We're going to go with wisdom again. So we have a +1 to 15, which is 16, which is 13 or more. Your calming efforts resonate with some of the bees. The aggressive buzzing of the swarm softens as you communicate your peaceful intentions. Okay, and then we're going to go up through here and make it to 3, which I assume is the throne room of the queen. You enter a chamber to find a massive queen bee locked up. Oh no! You may continue to explore before returning here. Well, we are done, but we do have 1 damage to take. So we're going to reduce health to 11. And that is all. So, thank you for joining me. Looks like we're going to have a conversation with the queen bee tomorrow.
I'll see you then. Bye-bye.